My genius will be understood eventually.
I shall endure.
So I go.
Draven out.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
I could do better.
My genius will be understood.
I shall endure.
So I go.
Draven out.
It's just business. You wouldn't last a day in the void.
Good evening and welcome to WCU Esports. Tonight we have WCU taking on Bethany College Swedes,
something like that.
BCS, we're going with that. WCU versus BCS here on League of Legends.
Until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Well, here we go. About a minute in and nothing happening so far. Minions just having spawned, and looks like there was a small meet-up in the middle for whatever reason.
Then they kill every day.
Yeah, kind of looking at the overall rankings of these two teams. I believe BSC is leading the division, and WCU is kind of lower on the charts. We'll pull it up here in just a minute to get exact rankings, but
Overall, though, I don't think WCU has necessarily been too outplayed in any one game. There's just been a couple of instances where a major fight didn't go their way, and that was the main deciding factor. I guess we also haven't said this. It is JoJo's Mojo joined by Mountain Man, as always, but something that might be worth mentioning. Right now, team's looking fairly even in gold. No big picks off yet. A little bit of a gold lead now for BCS. I'm a little curious as to what's happening right now as ulti's on the top lane, and this is deep in the jungle of Bethany.
yeah, it's a unique strategy to go farm the other team's jungle. I think I like it.
I mean, right now it might be working out for Dis, not having been found by anyone on BCS.
Yeah, disagree. Just doing a little bit of farming, and
It's a big bear. That is a big bear that Dis is. Dis does go in and find the, I believe that is Swee on BCS's side. That was. And Swee's going to be chasing ulti here. Might get first blood of the game. Not quite able to. Ulti just going to be able to return back to behind, or retreat behind the turret. I think this might be one of the longest times we've seen, or longest periods of time that we've seen that there's been no blood taken.
yeah, it's definitely a slow play. WCU probably trying to do that after. That's definitely how they've fallen behind early before, is having one or two players go down, and think this time they're just focusing on farming, building up that gold, and looking at the late game.
And I think it's working for them. I mean, playing a lot more patient and reserved is seeming to help them out for the moment. And I mean, right now there's not a huge gold lead. Still not the best, but
yeah, so going back to season rankings so far, we have BCS currently ranked 3rd in the division with a 4-0 record, whereas WCU is currently ranked 7th with a 1-3 record. So definitely in favor of BCS, but looking at so far, even matchup, then WCU can definitely cause an upset here.
I mean, an upset would always be favored by us, seeing a lower team go up, rise through everything that they can, and taking on a higher, from what we saw before game, just a higher ranked team once again. Not just in the standings, but it looks like they play a lot more ranked, so no idea if that's actually going to do a ton right now to WCU, but for the moment, about a 1K lead without, just before, as I just about said that, we now see Orange just retreating back as they almost get taken out. So now Dis and Ulti up top together.
Still no kills on board for either team. Both teams just playing it slow and kind of building up their abilities, so it could be in for a long one.
Well, as you say that, I think now we might actually see first blood get drawn on Dis. Sweet and BC working on him together. I mean, 7 minutes in, that's the only kill that we have. That's the slowest start we've seen to a game this season.
That it is.
Looks like now Ulti's gonna get taken. Never mind. They just love correcting me on stream. Ulti just about gets taken out, but not quite.
We're starting to see BCS take a slight lead here in gold, leading by 2.2k, but still nothing too crazy.
All things considered, with having a kill and having that 1k lead before we had that first kill, like, that's a pretty small lead for Bethany.
Yeah.
Once again, fairly early on that bottom lane, and maybe, and just kind of in general, we see WCU on the defensive. Something that seems to be a theme so far this season. And as I say that, there's a full bar of health gone on that middle turret of BCS. Now it looks like Dis and Corey are going to go for a flank on someone, not able to do so. I think there might be something spawning in soon. Either a Rift Herald or a dragon coming in. It looks like there is the dragon. But no one's really doing much. I think that first spawn does come in at about 10 minutes, so.
Yep. still past the 10-minute mark and only 1 kill so far. No turrets have fallen yet either.
Ooh, well, as you say that, looks like there will be a second kill of the match
There
on
will.
ulti. Bit of a commentator's curse right there. And it seems Swedes just trying to run into the back.
It's definitely a risky play there. And that is WCU's first kill there.
Taken out by the turret, but a large part of that was a combination of ulti and dis working together to get enough damage for that turret to just take a couple easy shots. It's going to be Corey and Haymaker staying down low together, as seems to be pretty consistent week to week.
Yeah, aside from that, though, WCU definitely switching up their lineups both in jungle, mid, and top. So seems to be paying off, but there's a strong push there from BCS.
Huge double kill on WCU. Orange now are going to get chased a bit by Talamod for a second. And BCS is going to go ahead and get to work on this first turret on the bottom lane. And they've been working on the top, or on the middle and top lane turrets as well. Right now, a 4K lead.
And another kill there as Orange Sloth goes down for the Mountaineers.
A 4.6K lead, my apologies. Well, never mind. Just,
It is quickly turned,
Yeah.
let's put it that way.
I mean, the past 2 minutes, a lot more has happened. 5 more kills. Or, no, 4 more kills.
Yep.
As opposed to the first 10 minutes. And it looks like this is going to get taken out there by Citrus and Sowing.
We have Haymaker on the attack.
Ooh.
Haymaker gets the kill there.
Bear ends up falling on the bottom, and it looks like there was a Drake that spawned in, which Citrus was able to find uncontested. And Orange Sloth finds Talamod there. Ulti now going to give chase and put some pressure onto Sui. So there's going to be Citrus and Sowing working together to try and take Haymaker out again, and they do find him. And there goes the first turret. Sui ends up finding that ulti now stranded with no minions and no turret to help them. Sui getting that kill. 6 kill lead for BCS right now.
6 kill and over 6K in gold.
And there's going to be a Rift Herald. Just barely on WCU's side of the boundary. It's going to be Dis going in alone to try and defend it against 3 of BCS. Dis is going to get shredded there, and it looks like BCS is going to take a second to just recover, and then before going in and trying to do damage on that Rift Herald. Wonder if we're going to see anyone from WCU try and come in and snipe that Rift Herald.
Does
But
not look like it.
I don't think there's going to be enough time, and there is another turret destroyed on BCS, or by BCS.
Yeah, they take that middle lane there.
So they found the top lane turret, the middle lane turret, the first Drake, and the first Rift Herald of the match. And they just keep growing their gold lead. Almost 9K now.
around that 12-minute mark, BCS just decided to turn on the Jets and started attacking and winning. Going on what was that, 9-1 kill streak?
Just about. Not quite, but it's growing back up there now. It was close on 6-2, 7-2 before, or it was about like 4, or I think about 5-6-0 before WCU got their first kill to answer. So, but overall, I mean, a 10-3 trade in the past 4 minutes. And there's there's the summon on the Rift Herald on that top lane. Huge push coming in against WCU now. And another turret getting found. WCU now has to worry about both top and middle lanes. And it looks like there's going to be 3-on-3 here in just a second. Unless BCS takes the time to just recover and get back. And it looks like they will, aside from Swedes, who gets picked off. And he's now getting 3v1s, 3v2'd as one of BCS comes in to help defend. There's Barrett. Orange Sloth gets taken out by Barrett Craig. And it's going to be a tough comeback now from WCU as Corey gets taken out by Sui. Another turret getting found. Haymaker gets taken down in a 3v1. Past 5 minutes, just a lot of action coming from BCS and not a lot of response from WCU. You can't do too much there.
Yeah, at this point, it's definitely going to be a tough comeback for WCU.
Yeah. Just about perfect timing there from Sui. Unintentional, but pretty funny. Ulti looks like they're going to get chased and taken out by Sui up top. They will. Another dragon find from BCS.
Yeah, BCS going up nearly 14k in gold. It's definitely going to help them.
I mean, it looks like we might be reaching one of or towards the end of this round as that top lane is falling and falling fast. Now the middle lane's going to get challenged almost uncontested. And there's going to be that bottom lane final tower as well, so
WCU able to respawn and get back to defend that middle tower before it falls.
Looks like Haymaker's going to get in there in time to try and take out to try and pressure BC Citrus. BC Citrus now getting pulled in very deep. And there's the shutdown.
Yep, definitely overstepped there for BCS, trying to get that kill on Haymaker and unable to as he gets triple teamed.
I think that was quad teamed. Oof. That's just brutal. Looks like Ulti's going to get pressured by Swedes. Dis coming into support on that top lane. There's the entirety of WCU up top. And that's going to leave both middle and bottom lanes open for contest. Or just open for BCS.
Yeah, we can see BCS starting to push that middle lane with 3 of them.
Looks like it's going to be a team fight. Unless Sui stays up top and tries to go for that that last little bit of damage on that top turret. Sorry about that, as the Window decided to hop out. I think that gives us about our or just about gives us our answer of how this round went. Unless there is an insane comeback from WCU, it looks like the pressure from BCS was just a bit too much as we hit this 20-minute mark. 15 kill lead for BCS and as much in gold.
This is an impressive push here. Definitely very well coordinated from BCS, kind of going through, wiping out each tower at a time rather than just going for the straight victory. So good team chemistry, good coordination, and kind of just working together.
Once we see a couple get set to channel back, I think right now what they were mainly doing is just trying to weaken as much of WCU as possible.
Yep, build up as much gold, go buy everything they need, and come in for one last sweep.
And all of WCU is now grouped up together, looking for any sense of where that push is going to be coming from BCS. Sweet now might be stepping in a little bit too far. Gets found by Corey. No one's going to give chase, as it looks like Orange Sloth is going to be on that bottom lane alone. Ulti now going to get chased down by Sweet and Barrett. Talmog coming in as well. And it looks like all of BCS now is going to be pushing that middle lane, trying to take out whoever they can. Disc gets wiped.
I think this is going to be our last fight here, considering BCS is coming in fully stocked. They're dropping everything they've got on these towers, and
there's 4 kills on WCU, looking to try and get that 5th onto Haymaker.
and that'll do it here.
That will do it for this round. BCS goes up 1-0 after just an intense show of force in round 1. We'll be right back once we get that draft going for game 2.
It's just business. I shall endure.
The joke's on you! Doubt is the greatest enemy.
I won't be denied.
Welcome back. WCU losing that first game to BCS. Now starting game 2. WCU on the left, BCS on the right in red. Gonna be interesting how they started out. Last game was very timid, and it's just me. Just look a little faster running. Okay, there was just a spawn boost. Oh, that's a much faster attack coming out from BCS.
Yeah, BCS is, they're pushing early, being aggressive. Kind of after winning that first one, we'll see if they kind of maintain that momentum or kind of go back to casual play.
Let's see if we have another 7 minutes before the first kill comes through. Once again.
Let's see. I'm gonna guess 4.5 minutes. First
I
blood.
was about to ask over under first blood at 7 minutes.
Oh, definitely under. Definitely under.
I'm gonna say
over under 5 minutes.
Over under 5. Ooh. I mean, we're already a minute and a half in with, I mean, a close call, but not quite enough to do anything. So, probably, I kind of want to say under. I mean, I think it'll be pretty close to the start here. Is someone, I think that there's a possibility someone oversteps. Curious to what that chicken cosmetic is, but ooh.
The middle lane is getting aggressive here, but
Yeah, it looks like Haymaker's playing up top for WCU.
all sorts of switches. Let's see, so we got Haymaker up top, Orange Sloth still in the middle lane. We got
Looks like that's Corey on the bottom with Dis as well, just kind of hanging out in that middle jungle.
then we got all
Where's Ulti?
Bleepies.
Ulti is down bottom with Corey.
Just kind of farming there in the jungle.
It'll be interesting what happens here as WCU. Ooh. 2.5 minutes. Haymaker almost gets picked for a second there. Still might get picked by Sweet up top.
Yeah, both teams playing very aggressive here. Definitely a lot faster pace than last game, at least in the early stages.
Yeah, last game in the early stages, we were waiting just for anyone to try and make a move, and no one really wanted to. Much more of a general feel out from both teams than what we've seen in previous weeks. Something that I actually kind of liked a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gave us some time to see kind of how both teams wanted to play and set up. Corey, fairly low there. So is Tymod. If Orange is smart about how they play, they might get first blood of the match as they charge in. Oh, man.
So close.
Oh. We're nearing that 3.5 minute mark. Still no blood drawn yet.
No.
Haymaker might fall here.
Yeah, lots of good fights, though.
A lot of good fighting. Talmod, someone. There's first blood.
There it is. 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
Oh, 2 kills there. Didn't even see that second one.
Neither did I.
Looks like it was on... I don't know. Oh, looks like the first would have been on Corey and the second on Haymaker.
Yep.
Gotcha. I mean, there was a... That's assists. I'm quickly realizing what that means. It's KDA, kills, deaths, assists.
Yep.
It's like Ulti and Orange gonna be working together on bottom now. Haymaker's still up top on his own. This still kind of just farming around the jungle, trying to see if he can't find anything.
So far, it's been a pretty even matchup up here in top lane.
I mean, there was that one kill on Haymaker not too long ago, but oh, Orange is gonna get challenged here. Retreats behind the turret. Samhain kind of hanging out on their own, working on that jungle. So near the 5 minute mark here, we don't see too much happening. Orange trying to play it safe, get some health back up before they engage again.
We already see BCS with a 1,000, or I guess 1K lead in gold.
I mean, I don't know why I love that emote. That's just so funny to me. Just the okay. Just always happens to be when we're on screen too, or when they're on screen. And Haymaker looking like they might fall. He might fall once again. Oh, he definitely will as Talamod comes up and takes him out.
Yeah, definitely BCS is doing a little better with bringing in support for these battles, coming in with some double teams, triple teams, and we've even seen a couple quadruple teams.
They're looking to try and take out the damage early, and WCU, 2 players, and actually both teams just about even in levels. The only difference is that WCU is 1 less person at level 6 than BCS, so overall character levels are about the same. Just that gold lead right now really coming into effect and really giving BCS the advantage. There's I mean, we just saw a minute ago the first dragon or drake or whatever you want to call it. And so far no one's working on it. Looks like it might not be no one really wanting to go for it quite yet. Corey and Ulti now working together to try and take out Sowing, not able to do so. Get very close as Sowing is forced to retreat.
Comes a Riptire.
That was Overwatch, which you didn't catch it. Hey, before it is fully uploaded, you can still watch the VOD on WCU Esports 2. But WCU now getting some kills back into their corner, finding 2, maybe trying to chase down and get a 3rd, as there was a triple team on that bottom lane.
Yeah, good play there by WCU. Like I said, they brought in some support there and were able to get the kill. Unfortunately, BCS just did the same thing, but
The Swedes getting a pick on Corey. It's like Orange Sloth looking to maybe go in and try this dragon. Nope, gonna just wander right back up to the middle. It's Talamod actually gonna start on this dragon, I believe. Or on whatever that is. Nope. Don't know what that is. I think that is the Drake or the Dragon or whatever you want to call it, but might not be active yet or able to be taken out. I think that happens at about 10 minutes. Haymaker looking to be picked here once again. No, Swede now forced to, or on the run from Haymaker. Haymaker chasing. Is Haymaker gonna grab him? Ooh, oh, it's close, and Haymaker takes down Swede.
that was a solid fight there from WCU, getting the victory in the top lane.
Haymaker clung on to life there.
WCU starting to make a slow comeback after BCS had an early start, but slowly starting to reel them in with kills, and WCU starting to build up their gold.
I think if WCU is going to be able, or if they're going to find the momentum to swing this back into their, or into their advantage, that would be something that needs to happen now as they get that big kill up top. And it's going to be a 3-on-2 fight here. It's going to be
WCU is going to take one and take
maybe
2
There's
kills.
They're gonna pressure the third back. WCU now with the first kill lead in this series.
Yeah, and they're starting to close the gap in gold as well. This is looking good for the Mountaineers.
I think the Mountaineers found a strategy, or found a pace that works for them, and they're going to try and run with it as much as they can. Looks like it's going to be Dis and Corey working on that Drake together. BCS might be trying to step in and get a pick off. But no, WCU gets the dragon. It's going to be another fight coming in, or another fight between Haymaker and Swede, but Citrus coming in to help Haymaker, or to help Swede against Haymaker. Haymaker now on the run, trying to retreat to anywhere for safety. Gets the pop over to the Rift Herald.
That's a good escape there by Haymaker. Still being chased, but looks like he's going to get away.
Does get away, and that Rift Herald, I think, really is what saved him. I mean, right now WCU definitely has the advantage in terms of kills, and they're playing a lot smarter this round.
Yeah, no, this is probably the best I've seen WCU play so far, so definitely a good play here from the Mountaineers. Still plenty of time left in this match for it to go either way, but
right now it looks like the patience from the Mountaineers is really what's giving them an advantage, as opposed to trying to go in and force any sort of play or attack. They're really just sitting back and waiting for that opportunity to rise, and then they capitalize on what they can. And I think that's really helping them. Still working on closing that gap. BCS still at about a 1K lead here. Ooh, and Haymaker gets jumped out of nowhere. Gonna get double teamed by Sweet and Citrus. Not gonna find a way to get, maybe not gonna, oh, does find a way to escape, but just barely.
yeah, Haymaker's doing a great job at starting these fights, making him double team him, and getting away. That's definitely beneficial, because then it opens up more of the field for WCU and the rest of their players to either attack or farm. So,
and right now what Haymaker's doing is forcing one of BCS to come back, or two of BCS to be up top with him, opening up a lane or at least an area for WCU to really take advantage of. That Rift Herald still no one working on that yet. I think that one opens at 15 minutes. So it might be that, I mean, I'm still trying to figure this game out. Rift Heralds could be that every, there's that, that react, I love that, I don't know why. But it seems to be every 10 minutes is going to be a dragon, and every 15 a Rift Herald. I have no idea.
not a clue.
Ulti and Corey still holding out down low together. I mean, who was it that was down there with Corey last time? Was that Warren? No, that was Haymaker down low with Corey on the support ADC. I think it was Ulti who was up top lane last time, so a huge, pretty decent lineup change. I think the only two people staying in the same position right now are going to be Dis, Agree, and Corey. Dis staying jungle and Corey staying support. Ooh, and a 3v1 against Orange there in the middle.
Dang.
And there's a kill on Corey from Barrett. Ulti now going to have to retreat, as for the first time we really see a big advantage in that fight go in favor of BCS. And now BCS has a 2-kill lead, almost 4K in gold as well.
Yeah,
They're really doing some damage on this bottom lane turret.
yeah, BCS definitely coming in strong there, getting 3 kills in the span of 30 seconds or so. Kind of putting them up both in gold and kills at that point, but still it's Could be anyone to game.
Well, as we see here, the first turret does get taken out by BCS in that middle lane. Both the top and bottom of WCU not looking too good either. Alright, Rift Herald getting very low in health.
And we got a triple team here for WCU. Let's see if they can get the finish, and they cannot.
They can't get the finish on BCS, but it looks like the Rift Herald, they might try and push as a 3. Swedes gonna look to come in.
This is gonna be a big
Oh, it's
fight
gonna be
here.
a 3-on-3 for control of this Rift Herald. Looks like, oh, that's gonna be all 3 of WCU getting taken out there as they almost get that Rift Herald.
That was a good team win there for BCS, giving them a good advantage.
I mean, WCU went for a roll of the dice trying to put 3 onto that, and now it's going to be just bottom lane working together. And the Rift Herald is now in the possession of BCS. So you got the only question really now to wonder is where are they going to push it? Are they going to push it up top or down low? Or rather, up top or in the middle where they have that turret taken out already. Looks like they might be trying to work towards the middle here as Talamod is now getting very... No, Talamod's going to be going around the side. Not Talamod, Samhain, my apologies. And there is a Drake that has spawned. It's going to be Samhain holding possession, and there's going to be a 4-on-1 in WCU's favor for the moment. And the Rift Herald does get summoned. I don't know where. Looks like it's down over towards the bottom here. Nope, there it is in the middle. And that is going to be the second turret against, or the third turret against WCU, the second on that mid lane. And now it's going to be Corey getting 3v1'd here. And I think that Ulti's just going to back out, and it's going to be in a dragon now in favor of BCS. WCU might be looking to try and get a steal. Oh, but it's going to be a 4-on-2 and just an evisceration of WCU there as they try and stall the Drake kill as long as possible. And that is going to be a team, just about a team effort from BCS. I mean, 4-on-2 or 3 is just, you can't do much there.
No, you cannot. That was, I definitely see what WCU was going for, trying to stall the play there, but honestly, BCS just decided to jump on them, attack, and they won it.
I mean, it forced a decision from BCS to either attack and ignore the dragon for a second, but, I mean, from WCU, I can't really see what their main goal was, is doing that really just forced 4 of WCU to get taken out, and Haymaker now is stranded up top, going to get 2v1'd and will get taken. Oh, man. Will he escape in time? No, he will not. Talamod getting another pick off from the last time we checked in. I mean, it's been a while, but a 9-kill lead for BCS and almost, or 10.5k difference.
Yeah.
10.2k.
Definitely looking in favor of BCS right now. We're coming up on 19.5 minutes here, so almost at the 20-minute mark.
And once again, WCU started out really strong. Almost finds this. They do find the turret. And it's going to be a 3-on-2 in favor of BCS once again. WCU can't seem to find a way out of getting isolated.
That is the first turret of the game, though, for WCU there in that middle lane. So
I think not only the game, but of this series so far. I think WCU getting that turret could really do wonders for them. But right now, it looks like BCS going to be pushing 4 onto this bottom lane, and they will find that turret to answer, and a couple of kills to boot.
And it looks like they're going to be pushing bottom lane potentially. Nope, starting to spread out a little bit, but...
Well, now I think BCS really going to be looking to try and just get as much damage on whatever they can. Timod taking out Disagree. Back there defensively is going to be Sweet and Talamod pushing in that middle lane. There is a turret found by Haymaker up top, but that first defensive turret of WCU's and that first inhibitor in the middle lane are going to be found as well. Talamod takes out Corey there, just about to come back in. Barrett finds Haymaker, is going to leave ulti in orange to defend for Western against just about the entirety of BCS.
It does look like BCS might back off a little bit, maybe respawn, buy some perks, and potentially come in for potentially one last fight, but realistically I think WCU still has quite a few more in them.
WCU has quite a few more in them, and they also have a couple of turrets now. Definitely something to keep in mind, be wary of. And there's going to be another dragon that BCS is going to try and take, and it looks like they will be able to take it completely uncontested as everyone from WCU going back to their respective lanes. Look back at the kills. It is going to be just about a 16k, closing in on 16k lead for WCU here. Or for BCS, my apologies. Be 2-on-2 up top with Haymaker and Orange Sloth working together, and there will be a third coming in. There's another turret found by Dis. I think that was the first bottom turret as well.
Yeah, WCU is not giving up. They do get another kill there in that earlier fight.
I mean, once again, BCS is going to answer their that turret find with another turret.
Still, WCU getting 3 turrets this game, so definitely an improvement here for the Mountaineers. But BCS still just attacking, honestly.
They're just pushing, and not much else you can do from WCU's perspective. And BCS just working on all turrets and inhibitors that they can. There goes the blue inhibitor, and it looks like this might be the final fight. If WCU can find 1 or 2, they can hold off for a while. But there's going to be another kill from Talamon on Haymaker. Haymaker out for 35 seconds. Corey now out for 35.
Disagree out for 35. Orange Sloth for 40. This should be it.
I mean, that's going to leave ulti to defend the entirety of WCU's area. And ulti is going to get taken out. That is going to be a team kill against Western. And that will be game.
Yeah, BCS will close out the series 2-0 over WCU.
I mean, that kill disparity is brutal. 30-8 with that game. Overall, though, I will say that was a very good show from WCU. The first game they held out for 7 minutes before any blood was drawn, and they were matching them just push for push. And then in game 2, they really showed that they were down but not out as long as they could.
Yeah, definitely well played there from the Mountaineers. Like I said, that's some of the best gameplay I've seen from them this season. So, and going up against a very tough team, definitely outranking them with individual rankings, but overall well played by both teams.
A good performance, and honestly a pretty good note for WCU to keep going forward in this season.
Yeah, I believe WCU with, is it 2 more games left in the series? 3 more games left this season for the Mountaineers. So, yeah, we're excited to watch those and see what they can do.
Namely, next week we're going to have a very fun match, as that is in fact a rival match against Colorado Mesa University on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday against Northern Arizona.
Looking forward to it. So
Very much so.
we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you for tuning in.